Um, any suggestions for a flight then?
Well, it depends. What kind of approach do you fancy doing?
Oh,
Do you want to do like an interesting approach?
yeah, let's do an interesting approach.
I'd suggest then Aberdeen to Benbecula,
Aberdeen to Benbecula, okay.
just below Stornoway. It's on the sort of island below Stornoway, so
Yeah.
go down.
I do have Cedar for it, it's just not appearing. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Echo Golf Papa Lima. Aberdeen, okay. I don't really have scenery for Aberdeen. Or
What do you have scenery for?
we got scenery for Inverness, Dundee.
Oh, do Inverness then.
Okay.
Or Dundee, one of them.
Let's do Dundee.
Okay.
We know Dundee quite well.
Yeah.
Sadly. 2000. Any particular approach you think is going to be interesting? I don't have a start.
Well, usually it's a VOR DME, and there's two. One for if the danger area is active, and one if it's not.
That would
Do
explain.
VOR DME 24.
Do you want me to get the plates up?
Yeah.
Echo Golf Papa Lima. Let's have a look.
There's one where the danger area is active and one where it's not, and it just affects the missed approach, so it doesn't really matter which one you pick. You don't do a go around.
So that one's Sulu. Danger area active. Oh, that's for the missed approach. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on there.
That's why I said it was an interesting approach. Do the one where it's not active, it's a lot easier.
Danger area not active, okay, so that's Yankee.
Yeah, I thought so. So do 2
Wait a minute.
Are you going to fly it as 2D, or are you going to do it all on the FMS VNAV?
I don't know if it's FMS will have. Was it an LPV approach?
Yeah, in theory. Actually, no, you probably can't. Yeah, you'd have to do 2D.
Oh, great! You love making things hard for me.
Well, that's why I picked it. Wait, go on transition a second. You have to change that from vectors.
Well, it's only giving me
oh right.
Bennecula, so go
okay.
out.
Oh no, yeah, do vectors.
Yeah, so then I can do the actual DME arc, I guess.
Yeah. It just won't be on the FMS.
Alright, just make sure that's actually plugged in properly. Remove that. Yeah, back brakes are off. Oh, there we go, just a bit slow to move off. Actually, I can't remember if I checked. I'm just going to go have a quick look. I don't have any set failures. Active failures running. No, I don't. So we did fix the problem with the blown electrics. Okay, take off. There's our QNH 1004. That goes off to the left. That really goes off to the left. What the heck? Can't get the rudder in place. It's crosswind as well. Brakes, positive climb, gear up. Oh, man, it's a windy day. I should know that, I've just come back from walking the dog. It's actually quite windy. Let's get this in trim and get the autopilot on. So, you're dampener, climb, put, for now, autopilot on. Heading, climb. So, direct to do, activate, now switch to nav. So I'll just fire along. Just have a look at the plates. Course at 236. Danger area not active. Climb straight ahead to 1700, then climb a right turn to return to the VOR. But we're going to do the arc in. Not a clue which one of these we're actually going to go for. So it's a better aim for one of them. I'll do this far away one so we can get some time. So that's 149. I'm just going to set the course up for all this now. That's 23 degrees outside, 21 inside. Lovely. That's actually warmer than my flat right now. I really like the Vatsim wasn't working. Weather like this, an approach like this, would have been brilliant. Turning some things on. Ignition, engine anti-ice, and I'll put the windscreen heat on because we're going to be descending into that murk. I just want less things to worry about. I should probably set the landing altitude actually, that's one thing I need to do. So it's the outer scale. Pretty much on 0. And the cabin's descending quite nicely. Probably should have done that beforehand. Quick look around the cockpit. Oh wow, those mountains blow us. Oh, that's a shot. I'll have a screenshot of that. I think we have a thumbnail. MSA is actually 3,100. Coming from this direction, we are quite far away. Oh. The final approach fix is 6.9 DME. Of course, it's 236. Let's see if this all works out. We have got a little blue banana on the screen, so that's telling us our bottom of descent there, which is quite nicely before the point it needs to be. I'll switch to heading mode now. We're going to switch off. To nav, there we go, and we're gonna bring that heading a bit more down to the left. Actually, I'm going to tell it to intercept that, I'll put it back to nav again, but we're in VLOC mode. Let's see if the autopilot can intercept that radial for us. hopefully it'll intercept it before 12 DME for our 10 DME arc. It seems to be doing it quite nicely because it's come off the heading bug there. Gonna keep that ahead just in case. It's been nearly 2 years since I've done a DME arc, and even then that was in a simulator. Power back a little bit more, just to help slow down. Lights already on. Even the web like this, that is still a beautiful view, just the little snippets you get through the clouds. Down to 2,200. I'm actually not picking up an ident at all. Oh, am I an idiot? Oh. Okay, so I'll put the volume up on it. See if that works. This is where it's going to be deafening. Let's play that, that's on that. Audio speaker. Ooh, I can hear a very faint one. That's ridiculously faint. Why is that so faint? I'm going to get ready to turn the heading bug around so we can get the arc 28 DME away. Or 18 DME away from the arc. I just got a text message from Verges saying they do essential work in this area, so if the internet goes out, we're no to blame. Get more to get out. Oh, that's murky. Just make out the islander there. Always wanted to go here in real life. There's a walk with the Radeon way that looks quite interesting to do. It's 182 miles. I think I'd rather do the coast to coast first, that's less. No, how's we to go? Cancel that warning. Get ourselves slowed down. Turn the prop sync off and get it back up to 19. Well, 18 or so. Prop sync back on. Well, that's beautiful. Alright. Radial's coming in. About 10 DME to go, so that's quite good. So around about 12, we'll start the turn onto that heading bug. Nope, I'm clicking the wrong one. My bad, that's the heading bug over there. Obviously we can keep that 10 DME arc until a radial of 067 before turning on to the course at 236. Keep a speed about 160 if I can. Remember I'm doing this all single pilot as well. A plane that's a bit faster than the Seneca. Which is probably about the fastest thing I've ever flown. Why are you not tracking that? Bloomneck. FMAs. Read the FMAs. Okay, back on nav. Wow, that is gorgeous. I didn't realise the hills or mountains over here were so tall. Yeah, bits of rain appearing, I think. Oh no, it's just glitches with props. Alright, are you going to turn left intercept? Please. Please do. Hey, you are. Perfect. So we already have the wind. Oh, fudge nuggets, I keep on doing that. Alright, 40 DME, getting close. That's about that angle to intercept. That's the altitude we want. Okay, 12 DME, switching to heading mode. Just over there. And we'll go back to vertical speed mode to start descending again. Bit in. Set the course for 236. Oh, that's come around quite nicely actually. Keep the heading the turn in a little bit more. Altitude's descending quite nicely. Oh, the concentration. DME is decreasing quite nicely there. Just here on the top left of the HSI. And that's the altitude we want. Power back a little bit to help the speed. Speed checked, gear down. This can start getting configured a little bit. Got a master caution. Reverse is not ready, that's fine. We'll move the props forward once we're on the approach. I guess I'll speed in the area like it. Okay, it's starting to increase now. It's going to turn the heading bug about 10 degrees to the left. So. That goes the nose quite hard for the approach flaps. That's speed checked. Flaps to approach. Move that heading bug around a little bit more. So, radial 067, so tail end of these are about here. Can you see the mouse and screen? Yeah, you can. Then, so we ideally want to switch it back to nav mode. 6.9 DME is the final approach fix. And we'll descend down at about 950 feet per minute. 1,000 feet per minute. Oh, I hope the Hunter's recording this. Okay, it's starting to increase again. Let's move the heading bug around. Gonna move the props forward now, actually. Well, we've got the mental capacity for it. Keep moving the heading bug around a little bit more. Don't know if there's a set method for the DME up, but I was just taught just to keep on moving the heading bug around. So you just start seeing it increase a bit. Oh boy, it's working. Oops. Zoom back in again. There's a bit of cloud there. Any ice? No ice. Turned in a little bit too much there, so I'll just straighten that out a little bit. Getting close to turning onto our radial now. About 10 degrees left to go. So I'll straighten out a bit. this. Of course, start turning us in a bit. And I'll arm the nav mode. The nav mode. There we go, and that's already getting us in. Lined up. There we go. It's coming in quite nicely. Start slowing down a bit. Speed check, flaps full. 2 DME to go before we start descending. I'm going to bring the altitude down to our minimums, which is about 800 feet. It's actually 810, but we'll say 100. Speed. Speed. Come on, I'll speed up a little bit more. Okay. VS mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 900 feet per minute. Right, so 6 DME, we're looking for 1890. Me 1900, yep, 10 degrees off, 10 feet off, I'll take that. Next one's 5 DME, looking for 1550. DME 1550, yeah, I'll take that. Next one's 4 DME, we're looking for 1200 feet. Back a bit more. Four DME, 1200 feet or so, yep. 3 DME, we're looking for 860 feet, and then that's our minimums as well. Much. It's already starting to level off. Disconnect. The autopilot. Doing the approach in. Reach down, turn off the flight directors. I think I'm visual. Continue approach. Well, minimums braking right. Might have gone below the minimum altitude a little bit there. Flight directors off. There we go. Flight directors off. Bit of rain down it. Oh, that's murky. We'll keep 700 feet. Oh, 800 now. As always for the circuit, we're looking for the runway threshold to be about 45 degrees behind the wing. Sadly, we got a window in the way, so we can't really do that. Let's try and turn parallel now. Got it the runway about the tip of the wing there. Threshold there, so when we're about being the end of this town, which I believe we've been back to itself, that'll do. I think we can start our turn in and start descending again. climbing throughout that, so I'll definitely start descending again. It's a hell of an angle bank there, right? Bit too much for a rate descent. Let's bring it back, trim it off. See the runway coming around any moment now. There it is, a little bit of an overshoot. It's not a problem at all, the wind. And we're a little high. Come back on track and send a little bit more.
500.
Checked. And becoming stable. Oh, we're very high. Flower. Touchdown. Decel reverses, slow with the braking. Oh, those reverses are good. There's 60 knots. Take the reverses off. Turn around. Hi Nicotine, how you doing? Sorry I didn't see your message there in the chat. That was a very challenging approach. How you doing? Oh, can't wait to have a look at that. Alright. Apron's just off the end of the runway here. Find somewhere to park and then replan for Glasgow, I guess. Have a look at the airframe since we speeded it earlier. Bring those flaps up. Ah, good. Oh, I really enjoyed that. I mainly enjoyed it because it actually worked out in the end. Pretty sure I'll be saying something different if we crashed. Now, will GSX have parking spots for us here? Let's find out. That's runway vacated. As I don't have a co-pilot to do it for me, we'll do the checks ourselves. Strobes, heat, windshields come off, ignition, feather. Else we don't need. Don't need the wipers ready actually now. Doesn't seem to be appearing on the windscreen that much. Let's see if GSX has no parking suitable. Oh, lovely. Okay. We'll go without. Enjoyed it, a good time. Don't think the approach back to Glasgow is going to be as interesting. Okay, that's not returning, so around that one. What I'm going to do is going to go hard right then hard left, because I do want to park into wind as well, even though the door's on the left hand side. But they can walk. Seems to be better at turning to the left as well with the way the props spin. Just the wingtip there. That'll do quite nicely. And then we're into wind. Camera pressure is 0, turn the boosted trims. All the cabin stuff we can turn off. These can go off. Turn the power. Don't continue. Make sure the engines come to a full stop first. And then we'll turn off the rest of the power. And there we go. Lights off. Right. Probably should have brought this back to fair as well while they were rotating down. Ah, oh well. Seems to be spinning anyway. Whoa. That was an exciting approach. I haven't concentrated so much in my life.